about the importance of perception. That is true. In politics and in public life, perception is important. There's a concern that Mahathir is leading, the architect of the Citizens' Declaration. I think as we have not tried to hide it, the initiative came from Mahathir. The draft came from him, but it was not completely the draft that was left untouched. We had made our contributions, and we believe that that for a start, that was a good for the beginning of the declaration. But when you talk about perception, which circle are you talking about? Perception in PJ? Perception among non-Malays? What about perception among the rural areas? What about perception among the Malays? After all, this is Malaysia. Now we're talking about able to carry the whole of Malaysia. People's Declaration, there is a perception, of course, that Mahathir's perception, that it's a Mahathir show. Why should we go along with the Mahathir show? Do you know that among the Malays, UMNO is pumping the poison? That this is the Siang show. That the Mahathir is falling into the trap of Lim Kee Siang. I'm so great, such a wizard, I can lay traps without laying traps. I can lay traps without laying traps. So it's a question of, you must find a middle way. We want to reach all Malaysians, urban, rural Malaysia. Because finally, like it or not, we must get the majority of all Malaysians behind this declaration if we are to succeed. For the first time in the nation's history, a change in our political landscape. I mean, on ourselves, we have made clear our position in the 13th general election, 53%. How do you reach out to this 47%? How would you get this declaration? First of all, you must get the 53% to endorse, to sign. That's what we are trying to do. But that's not enough. How do you get across to the 43%? You must contribute. You must play a role. But more than that, everybody can play a role. Mahathir can play a role. Modi can play a role. I think we must welcome them in open arms. Because we do need everybody to pull their weight in this. We cannot take a position, oh, you convince me, I'm happy, enough. No. We must be able to go out and convince overwhelming majority of Chinese, Malays, Indians, Kadazans, Ibans, Peninsula, Sabah, Sarawak. There are, of course, declaration that Sabah, Sarawak left out in order to put in. These are, as I said, further development of this Citizens' Declaration. There's one. What happens if, I have answered actually, what happens if, what after Najib? I'm more worried about, I'm not worried about that question. That question is important. But I'm not so worried, but I'm more concerned about how to get Najib to come down. Because I don't see Najib coming down at all. He is going to be more consolidated. Look at today, the Chief Minister of Penang been thrown out of Parliament. Is he coming down? Is Najib on his way out? Tomorrow I'm going to the police station. They're going to take a statement from me. I'm probably going to be charged for sedition. Is Najib on his way out? So, what is the first question to be asked is more important. You don't allow the rest of the question which will prevent us from dealing with the first issues. I don't know how we are going to get Najib to come down. Assuming we are so successful, we get Najib to come down. It will be, this is the political situation is in a flux. It's very, very liquid. It is not static. Change. What type of change is likely to be when Najib indeed steps down, or we have to wait until the 14th general election for the popular will to express themselves for a change of government. That is assuming there are going to be elections. Can we assume that there will be a 14th general election? I don't know. You ask me, I don't know. So there are many imponderables, many unknown questions, factors. What we must do is, we believe it's time to change. All we say, unless all these questions are answered, we want to remain status quo. That's one option. We don't interact with anybody. Okay, if that's the option. When the Mahathir sent out word that he's prepared, he thinks there's a time that there must be bridge the political divide, come together. For him at that time, of course, the importance of getting Najib to come down. I'm sure the other Bersih people will have told him, and I told him that yes, Najib must come down, but there must be meaningful democratic and institutional reforms. That's it. It's not just a person, it's the system. So we go on. Or we say, no, we're not interested unless you declare wear sackcloth and admit you are wrong for the last 20, 30 years. Say sorry that they take me under Operation Lalang, and sorry to Anwar Ibrahim, everything. I mean, let me talk about real situation, not theoretical situation. We want to move from where we are, or we say, we're not interested. Status quo, we want just status quo. So I mean, there's a choice. And we're asking the people that we think that we should move. We're taking an option that the status quo is no option, and we hope we're asking for your support and understanding. So there are no cannot give you definitive answers. I can only create more problems for everybody.